Hi Virgo, so I'm going to get straight into your reading, and if there's anything else that you feel you need to know about, including a list of the card decks I've used for your read, then you can find all of that information and much more in my descriptions box and in my pinned comments below. Cross watchers, please remember that you can switch the energies around if it applies, but do try and keep in mind this might not be your story at all, okay? This could be somebody else entirely different that your Virgo is dealing with. And equally Virgo, if you just take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for another Virgo. Okay, right, so let's get into this for you then, Virgos. Okay, so your first card out is Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, that will leave you wiser at the end. You've got Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money or goals. So this will be the Five of Coins energy then. Teardrops, great personal sorrow. And Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. So this particular combination, Virgo, it would indicate that your focus throughout the month of July would be on how to turn a shitty situation to your advantage, basically. That's the short version, okay? Try not to focus, and I know how patronising it sounds, and it does come out quite a lot, especially recently. Try not to focus on the negatives, okay? Try not to overthink any kind of mistakes that you have assumed that you've made or that you have actually made. Don't focus on that, okay? Focus on what you can make out of it. What can you turn those experiences into? Okay, and the only way to do that is to not focus on that sort of lack, the feelings of lack, feeling like you're not good enough or anything like that. Okay, that needs to go out the window. Right, it's probably the best place for it right now. Now, you are being assured success with this Egg. Okay, success assured with good planning and hard work. So you unable to see at this point in time that actually you do have the Midas touch. It just needs a clear direction. So when you focus your mind on something, you can ace it. You really can ace it. You can go above and beyond in a lot of ways, right? Utilize that, focus on that. In the meanwhile, we're seeing that you are struggling or dealing with some kind of grief, some kind of personal loss. Now, obviously, I don't know what this is. It's going to be lots of things for all of you because your stories are going to be different, okay? This needs worked through, okay? Don't ignore these feelings of grief, okay? Work through it. Take it day by day, step by step, right? Go easy on yourself through this time, and that's why it's even more vitally important that you don't criticize yourself too much and that you're not coming down too hard on yourself at this time, because you're already going through a lot as it is. You don't need to add more to your load, okay? Right, we're going to start pulling your tarot, and we're going to clarify each of these 4 cards, and hopefully we can get a clearer picture about what is this, what's going on. Why the Elephant, please, for Virgo? Okay, King of Swords, so that's Aquarian energy. Analytical and trying to remain emotionally distant from something or someone. And the hanged one, okay, it's Pisces energy. Yeah, analytical, definitely. With these two, it's both about analysing. You're trying to think differently. You're trying to think out of the box. You could be struggling for some kind of inspiration as well with this Barrel / Five of Coins type energy. It's like your inspiration has been sucked out of you and you're trying to think of new ways of doing things. Also with this as well, it leans heavily towards communication, so be mindful of what it is that you're saying throughout this month, okay? Something that you say might be taken in the wrong context. All right, so it's really important that you say what you mean and mean what you say. And also, of course, your tone as well, your tone of voice. It's going to go far throughout this month. Okay. Why the barrel, please, for Virgo? Okay, Ace of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Two of Wands. That's Mars and Aries energy. Okay, yeah, lack of direction, basically. It's important to remember as well, especially given the fact that you've got the egg here, which was the last card in your sequence. Your current mindset is very, very temporary. Really, really temporary, and it's important that you hold on to that, okay? Nothing ever lasts forever. Nothing. Right now, you're in a really difficult situation. You could be considering, similar to the Leo energy, you could be considering moving away from your current location and moving to a different town, different village, different country for some of you. A huge undertaking, okay? A life change is called for here. And yet there's this fear of you making a mistake. Don't be afraid to make a mistake, Virgo, especially if it can potentially change up your life for the better as well, okay? This isn't the time for fear. This is the time to really knuckle under, consider all of your options and work through what's practical right now for you to deal with and what you can deal with at a later date, okay? There's this overwhelming feeling of being overwhelmed in your read. It's like everything is hitting you at once. You're taking knockback after knockback, but you mustn't allow these knockbacks to define who you are as an individual, okay? You can't give it that sort of power, all right? You can and will come out of the other side of this, all right? We're seeing it already with this egg, okay? So you know that I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass because you saw the cards come out, okay? Ace of Swords, Two of Wands, again, it's like, consider your options. What is it that's out of your control right now, and what is it that you can deal with today? Why the teardrops, please, for Virgo? Why teardrops? The Six of Swords, okay. The Six of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius energy. Leaving the past burdens behind and heading towards calmer waters is the literal meaning for that card, right? So straight away, when I said that this is very, very temporary, there's your clarification, okay? So things will improve, and they will improve quite quickly. Now you've got the Queen of Cups that's come out in reverse. I'm not feeling that this is manipulation, okay? I'm feeling that this is you. And again, the cards in tarot, not gender specific, okay? It's just the energies. It's just indicating that basically right now, you're not open to much of anything, okay? You're very closed off. You're very secluded within your own little world at this time. And it's probably the best thing for you right now because you're working through a lot, okay? So don't feel pressured to rush this healing process that you're currently going through, all right? Obviously, don't wallow in it, but don't ignore it either. Everything is about balance, okay? You have to work through it. And right now, again, you're just not feeling inspired to do much. You're feeling exhausted, drained. You're waiting for a break, basically, a breakthrough. You need a break. And Page of Swords, again, more air energy. Heavy air in your reading. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is about knowledge and information. Okay, that there is knowledge and information out there for you. There are answers out there for you that will bring you solutions to your current problems and situations. It's just right now you're unsure of where to look for these answers. Some of you might benefit from changing up the question as well. Why that Page of Swords, please, for Virgo? Okay, the Three of Wands reversed, right? So that's Sun in Aries energy. There's an overwhelming feeling of a missed opportunity here, Virgo. Now, this is where it gets a little bit hazy because, truth be told, I don't know if this is your energy or someone else's energy that you're dealing with. Is it you that feels like you've missed the boat with something, or is this someone else who feels that they've missed the boat with you and that they're going through great personal sorrow over losing you? It could be that as well. I'd keep an open mind because, again, with this being a general read, it is going to be different for all of you, okay? Can you say more, please, about this Page of Swords? The Three of Wands reversed is also, it can indicate an individual who's on the verge of giving up. Eight of Swords is Gemini energy, yeah. You're stuck in a loop. This feels a lot like Groundhog Day, Virgo, in your read. Very much so. Okay. Can you tell us about the egg, please, for Virgo? No? Okay. Eight of Swords and the Six of Cups. Wow. Okay, so Gemini and Scorpio energy. So this would indicate we've got you possibly overthinking something here. Why the Six of Cups, please? Show me more for the Six of Cups. Knight of Wands reversed. Six, thank you. Three of Coins is it's Capricorn. I think it was Mars in Capricorn. The Emperor, Aries, the Star, Aquarian, Nine of Cups, Pisces, Temperance, Sag, and Page of Coins, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so it's kind of branched off a wee bit here, and it's showing somebody who was in a position of authority was being reckless and irresponsible. Might have cost you your job, and this could be the personal loss that you're currently working through and what you're struggling to rebuild yourself from. For some of you, not all of you. For others of you, this could be more about a personal relationship where somebody was being reckless and irresponsible. Maybe had a bit of shiny syndrome, went off and tried to chase someone else, leaving you in the dust, and that could be a personal loss. Either way, the bottom line of it is, it feels like you're suffering the consequences for somebody else's actions, whichever way you look at it, whether this is on a personal level or a professional one. It still feels like, Virgo, you've copped the consequences as someone else. This doesn't feel like it's something that you brought on yourself. It feels like something that you're forcibly having to pick yourself up from. For some of you, reinvent yourself from a devastation that someone else brought towards you, right? The Emperor and the Star, we're seeing that you do get the perspective that you're needing. You do get the inspiration back that you're looking for and that you're needing to get your life back on track. Okay. Remember, the Star is all about healing, nurturing, rebuilding. Emperor, taking control. Yeah, I see you bouncing back from this, Virgo. Wish fulfillment, wish granted. Contentment as well, happiness. It's all here, and this was to clarify the Six of Cups. It's thrown me a bit of a curveball with that Six of Cups, because it can be a soulmate, it can be someone from your past. You could be dealing with a parent in this situation. It's card of nostalgia. It can also indicate like a age difference as well. So that's where I'm getting confused with that Six of Cups. It's like most of this reading has been about having to rebuild yourself through the devastation that someone else has caused you. So then why would this nostalgia be here? Could this be because you're grieving what you've lost with whoever this individual is or was? It could be that as well. It's all about the timing and the need to be patient with yourself through this process. And Page of Coins. If some of you are looking out for a brand new home, the Page of Coins is a really, really good card to get, because it can indicate a new home or a new job. Okay. You might find yourself, though, in a situation where you feel as if you've taken a step backwards career-wise. You might have to take on a job that you're massively overqualified for, just temporarily, just so that you can get yourself back up on your feet. And then after that, you can start to, you know, really rebuild properly. So that this is a step-by-step process, but everything about your cards actually is really, really good, because it's showing me a story of utter distraught and devastation, and then you evolving from it and actually progressing from here through your hard work. You getting all of the accolades and the success, but it is a step-by-step process. This isn't going to happen quickly. And the energy at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. Okay, more air energy. So communication is the key for you, Virgo, throughout the month of July. Communication. For some of you, this could be long distance communication. You could be back and forth with an individual online. Four of Cups. Trying to get them to see your point of view. Probably wouldn't bother with that one, to be honest with you, Virgo, because I do get a very strong impression that you're dealing with someone who's very stubborn. Okay, King of Coins. They will never see your point of view, no matter how hard you try. You could also be blocking someone as well. Knight of Swords, Four of Cups, Six of Coins, Page of Cups. Somebody could be trying to apologise to you, Virgo, but you might have them on block. Okay. Let me further clarify this, please, for Virgo. Engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Wow. Okay, so Virgo, if this is a love read, like love romantic read, somebody might have given you the impression that they weren't interested when they actually are. Okay, playing the field, still meeting, dating other people, seeing each other, being a player, games being played, and hammer. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. Interesting. What the hell is going on here, Virgo? It really is 2 steps forward, 1 step back here, isn't it? Like, for real. Virgo, if this is you about to sabotage something accidentally, you might want to reconsider something that you're doing. If this is you. If this is a cross-watcher, they might want to reconsider something. I can see why you're getting yourself tied up in knots here, Virgo. I can honestly see that, because I'm trying to read your cards, and to be honest with you, I'm struggling. I can't see the wood for the fucking trees in this read. Like, for real. You've got one element of your life that is completely disrupted and outside of your control. And then you've got something going on in your personal life as well. In fact, you've got a couple of different things going on in your personal life. This is a mess. It's an absolute mess. It's at the bottom of that deck. What a catch. An ideal partner or mate, abundance, self-esteem, value that answers yes, and marriage material. For some of you, a small handful of you could be dealing. If this is about personal relationships, you could be dealing with more than one individual. It's a weird read. Have a healing message, please, for Virgo. Okay. So, shark and bat. Okay, so your shark card is coming out as number 26. Right, it says fearlessness, confidence, drive, and authority. So it says to pull this card may mean that there is an opportunity that you need to take a hold of. Always swimming, always moving forward. The shark reminds us to be active in life and not passive. Be fearless in getting what you want in your life, and do not second guess yourself. Remember, however, not to bite off more than you can chew. And then bat is coming out as number 49. Senses, clairvoyance, nurturing, and fear. Many people fear bats due to their nocturnal tendencies and association with vampire lore. Well, in this day and age, I think we've come to fear bats for many different reasons. However, the reality is they're fairly harmless and fascinating creatures. Sometimes your biggest fears are not as bad as they actually appear. Despite their negative reputation, bats are nurturing creatures living in large colonies and bonding close to their young and their family members. They'll even go as far as caring for the sick or the orphaned. They see in the night using echolocation, and drawing this card is a sign to keep your senses open and be aware of your surroundings. Be receptive to the messages that the universe is sending you. Huh. Okay. I think I understand why this read is so confusing, Virgo. Some of you could be dealing with Leo. Some of you could have Leo placements in your own chart, because they had sabotage in their read as well. Sticking with the personal relationship side of things here, Virgo. For some of you, you're happily moving on towards something that's not new, but it's newer, okay? It's certainly looking like that relationship could genuinely go places, okay? Someone doesn't like it though. And they could be putting insinuations either in the mind of you or in the mind of your person that one of yous or the other is cheating, is playing around. And then it's putting doubts in the other partner's mind. Doubts and confusion. There's something really weird about this read, Virgo. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's bizarre. So I would say to you, be careful about who it is that you're getting your information from at this point in time. Because not everybody is going to have your best interests at heart. In fact, someone is playing a really dodgy game of accusations and lies. Someone has planted seeds of doubt in your mind, Virgo, and I'm concerned that they might take root. Because in the meanwhile, you're also dealing with other things in your life crumbling. And for a lot of you, your career, which is outside of your control. I don't know if that individual had anything to do with this career side of things. I wouldn't rule it out though. I really wouldn't rule it out. It's almost as if they're planting seeds of doubt in your mind and they're letting you do the rest, you know? It's time to be fearless and to see a situation for how it really is. Also with that bat, somebody could be afraid of your success. They could be afraid of your power and your potential. And that is where the sabotage is coming in. It's a weird read. Okay, right, so for those of you who are easily offended at swearing, then you might want to switch out now, because this is the Rebel deck. It's very brutal, it can be quite offensive. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. So obviously if it's not your thing, then it's okay for you to switch out now. I use this deck at the end of the beginning of the month reads just to try and inject a little bit of light-hearted energy back into the read. And my gods, do you need it? Wow, that read was brutal. Really, really brutal. Okay. Right, take a fucking trip. Go see some shit, do some new things and talk to people cooler than you. Only if it's safe to do so in your current area, of course. Everybody's area is going to be different. Laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humour? Well, to be fair, Virgo, going by what I've seen in your read, it's not like you've had much to laugh about recently, is it? This one would be more about spending time in the company of those that build you up rather than tear you down. Okay, it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. You're a grown-ass adult, stop blaming others for your shit. Okay, so that could be either for yourself or for whoever else it is that you're dealing with. You've got some weird energy around you, Virgo. Have you eaten? You're acting like a big-ass baby. You need food in your belly, eat a fucking taco. Enlightening. Figure shit out on your own. Okay, it was a strange one, but that is what I have for you. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so can be found in the descriptions box and in my pinned comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week and I will see you in the next one. Bye.